Hello, I'm happy you're here to explore this edition of Web's Essential Guide to Law Firm Website Redesign, where we help you create the next generation website that keeps your clients central to everything you do. My name is Andy Adamson, and in this video I'm going to take you through how to make your website easy to use. So your website isn't easy to use until you prove it. So a great starting point is to test it with real people, as this is the only way you'll truly discover if it's easy to use. I've put together a few tips. Not only will they help you keep your visitors on your website, but will help them do what they came to do because your website is easy to use. First, here are just a few basic things to look over before testing begins. Understand who is visiting your website and why. Check your navigation titles or labels are meaningful. And test each web page for a consistent look. Check your website search facility works and ensure every page is relevant. When a potential client lands on your website or page, it's important you meet their expectations. One area to focus on is your navigation. If your website visitors can't find their way around, they'll just leave. So here's a few practical things to make your website easy to navigate. Try not to use small fonts and avoid menu icons. Place your menu consistently in the same place on all pages and where your visitors expect to find it. Make sure your menu is interactive and they look like links. Create visual cues so your menus have enough emphasis and importance on the page. Remove any visual clutter around your menus and use contrasting colours in your links. So how and what do you test on your website? Website testing will provide you with the insights into how your website works for your visitors. It can be as simple or as involved as your budget allows. So here's a few ideas to get you started. Try speak aloud testing. This is about asking them to describe how they feel as they perform specific tasks. Create scenarios that help them relate to tasks. For example, your company is considering merging with another. Find legal information about this and who to contact. Consider the basics like finding your location, telephone number, or contact information. If your visitors are not able to find this quickly, they just get frustrated. Test your conversion paths. For example, register for a seminar or sign up for a newsletter. But most of all, test all of these functions on your mobile first. So try A/B testing, and all this needs is different versions of your landing pages, and the results are compared to find out which delivers more goals. So in this case, what do we test? So you may already have an idea of what's working and what's not. The choice of what to test will more than likely have revealed itself. For example, would you like to increase the number of email, seminar, or newsletter sign-ups? Let me take you through some of these examples of what to test against when looking for barriers that prevent people from signing up. Look for variations of the types of fields in the form, the length of online forms, wording around buttons when convincing visitors to sign up. Make sure you display your privacy policy. So each A/B test is very different and can depend on a combination of elements. For example, the visitor type and the company offering. Here are some elements you can test first. The amount of text on a page, short versus long, page title or description, buttons, wording, size, color and placement. The layout and style of your website, like images on landing pages. So let's look at three essential A/B website tests in more detail. Number one, test your call to action buttons. A way to increase conversion rates is to run some tests on your call to action buttons. Test changes to color, label name, and where they're placed. And always remove clutter around each button so it sits in its own space, giving it its importance. Number two, test your navigation. Find out which are your most popular pages and change the order of your navigation accordingly. Then measure which brings in the highest number of clicks for the pages that are most important for converting. Number 3, test your login and sign up buttons. If your website offers sign-ups and new logins, decide which action is more valuable. Is it important to get new sign-ups, or is it people logging in? When you know which is a priority, try swapping the order or colour of these buttons. This is sometimes a difficult choice, getting real people to test your website, and can leave egos bruised. My first time of testing largely failed and I felt dreadful. But the benefits of asking people to constructively feedback will not only give you great results, but it will also outstrip anything your competitors are doing. And consider testing in some way on a regular basis. We know people don't behave how they say or how you think they will. So testing with real people will give you great results for an easy to use website. So that's it for now. Thanks again for watching.